If you have plans for your Sunday night, you might have to set them aside a little bit because today is the traditional day to make your Christmas pudding. Apparently, it needs 5 weeks to mature.
And with us, you've just seen him, is Theo Randall, a celebrity chef who'll talk us through all the things you need to know for Stir Up Sunday. And you've brought with you a fantastic Christmas cake, but not made by you.
My mother's.
Your mother?
Yeah, it's a year old, this one. She's a big believer in maturing it.
So
Right.
that's well matured.
That's well matured, but you get incredible flavour and you can smell it. It's got a really sort of strong...
I can smell it
sort
from
of-
here, it just smells
the
absolutely
brandy
delicious.
and all those fruits.
I noticed you haven't sliced it. Is it got to stay intact?
It's got to stay intact, and that should be steamed for 2 hours because it's it's been set but needs to cook. So steam it for 2 hours and it's all soft and delicious.
I don't know how many people do stick to the idea of doing it 5 weeks in advance, but is there a real art to making Christmas pudding?
It's quite easy. It's a very simple thing to make. It's just that process of making it and being bothered to do it. My mother makes a whole batch of them, and then we have them over Christmas and even at Easter sometimes. But it isn't that difficult to make.
So what do you put? What's the key ingredients?
Well, plums are the key ingredient. I mean, traditionally it's also called plum pudding, because
Yes.
there's so many plums in there. But it's any kind of dried fruit: apricots, raisins, sultanas. And, stout is another ingredient, sometimes almonds, breadcrumbs, and loads of brandy.
And what about the other cake you brought in? Can we eat that one?
This cake is for you to eat, because as you can't eat that, I had to bring a cake you to eat. Now, this is a soft chocolate cake from the restaurant, and I'm going to be demonstrating this cake.
And a soft chocolate cake, why is it called a soft chocolate
Because
cake?
it's like...
Is that a really stupid question?
It's like a souffle. When you eat it, you'll see, but it's very soft when you eat it.
Soufflés are notoriously hard to make, aren't they?
Well, this one is
timing.
very easy to make, and I'm going to be demonstrating this at the Taste of Christmas Festival at the ExCeL Centre on the 2nd and the 4th of December. So
This particular one?
this particular one.
Okay,
So
brilliant.
if you want to try that.
So what's your favourite? You love Christmas pudding. What about Christmas cake and all the rest of it? Are you a big fan of
I
Christmas
love
cake
Christmas
as well?
cake, and I cook Italian food. I know I haven't got an Italian bone in my body, but I love Italian food. And there's some amazing Christmas desserts you get. And one particularly is pan forte, which is this very sort of rich, chewy kind of, almost like a nugget with all these sort of fruits similar to a Christmas pudding. How does that taste?
That's a delicious. It really is a lovely.
Forget the fork.
You just keep talking.
Was I supposed to eat it with a fork?
I did offer
I
you
always
a
eat
fork.
cake
I
with
didn't
my
offer you a
hands.
fork, so maybe you should have a fork.
I did offer him a fork, to be honest with you.
I
He wasn't
believe in
having
eating
it.
cake with your hands. Is that wrong?
No, not at all.
I've
I mean,
broken some etiquette
No, you
rule.
haven't. You haven't at all. It's just television. I think maybe you have to...
Television etiquette.
All right, don't worry about that.
And what about Christmas? Do you work at Christmas or not?
I do. I mean, no. The restaurant's closed on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, but we're open all over that period because London's still got lots of people in London, so we're open
And do you cook Christmas? Is it turkey and all the trimmings with you, or how does it work?
Usually we have something like roast duck. Yeah.
Do you know, sometimes, you say your mum makes those for you, there's quite a lot of pressure around cooking for Christmas, isn't there? I mean, I sometimes think unnecessarily so. People get very worked up about one meal, and essentially you should be having a good time.
Precisely.
Really? There can be a lot of pressure involved.
I think people make it too complicated. They think that they've got to make this have every kind of canapé and every kind of starter and all these garnishes for the turkey. And it just becomes a bit stressful. At the end of the day, you've got to clear it all up, and it's kind of like, it's not much fun. I'd keep it really, really simple. Just do 1, 2 or 3 different vegetables, and then just do something like, a roast duck or a turkey.
And why would you have roast duck over turkey?
I think it's got more flavour. I do like turkey, but I think, it's so big, and you end up having turkey for the 3 days afterwards, and you get a bit sick of it.
Or 3 months, maybe.
Or 3 months, depending if you put it in the freezer, yeah.
Your chocolate cake is actually delicious.
It really
And I
is.
apologise in advance, we've got cake around my mouth now for the rest of the programme to check on the cameras there. Thank you very much for coming.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.